All right, just want to go over what your language paper is going to be like today. So let me flip these over so we can talk about them real quick. Let's see. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be on page starting with 135. So the first thing we need to talk about is root words. So a root word, when a root word ends with a Y and the suffix begins with an E, change the Y to an I before adding the suffix. So if you ever want to add an ER, we talked about suffixes last week. So a suffix is an ending that we're adding onto a word. So if we want to add a suffix that has an E first, so like ER or EST, the rule is that we have to change the Y in a word to an I and then add the ending. Okay, so for copy, they have changed the Y to an I, so COPI, and then added the ER. So down here for happy, we need to make it to either ER or EST. We can choose whichever one we want. So I'm just going to do it ER. If I'm going to make happy to happier, I would spell it HAPPI-ER. I'm changing the Y to an I in the same place. So that's what you're going to do for all of these, is you're going to change these to ER at the end, and you're going to change these to EST at the end. But for all of them, you're going to change your Y to an I before you add your suffix, okay? All right, down here, you're going to put these words in ABC order. Then you're going to put these words in ABC order. Whoops, there goes my papers. Let me flip them over real quick. Okay, on the back side, similar to last week, except this time we're doing games. Write 4 games you like to play. So just list 4 games there. Write 2 sentences about your favorite game. Remember to start with a capital letter and end with a period. Also, words that are in your blue folder should be spelled correctly. And then at the bottom, draw a picture to go with your sentences. So whatever you write about up here, you need to draw down here. Okay, so that's 136. On page 137, write 2 sentences about butterflies. So they've given you some words here. Let me do like this because I don't like that blue screen in the background. They've given you these words that you can use about butterflies. Choose some of them. You don't have to use all of them, but you could. I want you to write 2 good sentences about butterflies. Remember to start with a capital letter, and wherever you end, you have to end with a period. Okay, any words that are up here should be spelled correctly in your writing. The words are bright, colors, wings, fly, and butterfly. Okay, down here, you're going to change the Y to an I and add an ER. So same thing we did on the other sheet. Happy is going to become happier. Carry, carrier. Lazy, lazier. Remember to change those Y's to I's before you add the ER. On the back side, it says a contraction. All right, here's something new to talk about. A contraction is a short way of saying 2 words. We use an apostrophe to show where letters have been left out. So we have the contraction didn't. And in order to make didn't, we use the 2 words did and not. But do you see in the word didn't, there's the O missing? It's not D-I-D-N-O-T, it's D-I-D-N apostrophe T. Wherever you take the letter out, that is where you put your apostrophe. So over here, you have, I don't like the way this looks tonight. I'm sorry, boys and girls. It says draw a line from the contraction to the 2 words it stands for. So didn't goes with did not. Okay, I'm going to do this section with you. Isn't, okay, I have I-S, that's a word is, and then I have N, that means an O would be there, N-O-T. Is not are the 2 words that make up that. So I'm going to draw a line with my pencil from, oh, my hand is huge, isn't it? Isn't to is not, okay? Then we have don't, okay? I've got D-O-N, that takes the place of an O-T. So D-O is a word do. And then N-O-T is a word not. Do not. Don't is a contraction for the words do not. Okay, couldn't. What word do I see here in couldn't? I see the word could. And this means that there's an O there. Could, N-O-T. Could not. There's my match. and I see the word has here and hasn't. So has, and then that means there's an O, N-O-T, has not. There's my contraction. So that's what you're going to do over here with the words will, okay? And then down here at the bottom, list 4 things your mother or father does for you. Just make a list of 4 things that they do, all right? So that is your language work for today. You've got those 4 sheets. When you finish it, make sure that you take a picture of them and send them to me so I can look over them. For the most part, boys and girls, everybody's been doing really good with these sheets. We are getting near the end. I am trying really hard to finish this book. It will be so good if we can get this book finished. So that's what we're working towards, and if we don't make it, that's okay, but I think we're in good shape to do that. But if you have any questions on any of that, please have your mom or dad send me an email, and I'll do what I can to help you. All right, I know you're going to do a great job, boys and girls.